ecoRehab is a design-build studio that was established to partner the Ball State University and the resources in the College of Architecture with the Community Development Department at the city to look at alternatives to demolition for some of the rundown housing stock in the core neighborhoods in the city.
ecoRehab is a project that was started to address the need for affordable and sustainable housing in Muncie, and also to address the need for leadership in green and sustainable building practices in the area.
Jonathan and Bill Morgan actually came up with the name ecoRehab, and I think that it really focuses on what the organization stands for, to ecologically rehabilitate houses. Each of the houses that we've worked on have been really in pretty terrible shape. I believe that all three of them were on the city's unsafe building list. So they were properties that would have more than likely been torn down if they had not been taken on by ecoRehab. 511 West Main Street was recently sold to a young woman. You know, it was an opportunity for her to invest in the neighborhood. She wanted to be in the Old West End and she wanted to own a home, and we were able to provide her with a quality home that she can live in for a long time. Then another, of course, excellent example is the house that we're in right now, which is 522 South Garkey Street. And this house was probably in the worst shape of the three. You know, it's one of those things that if we'd lost this house, it really would have been a missing tooth on this block.
At the Garkey Street house, we used a number of different techniques to achieve our environmental and our sustainable metric. We start with looking at our building envelope and ensuring that it's tight. We match that with highly efficient energy systems. We have a 97% efficient furnace. We also integrated the site design to look at stormwater management. We have 275 gallons of on-site water storage from rain. We also look inside the house with domestic water. We have a gray water system that collects water from the sink and uses that gray water to flush the toilet rather than fresh domestic water. Our latest endeavor is a net zero energy house. A net zero energy house is one that produces as much energy as it consumes. We've identified a property, we're working with the city, and we hope within the next year to start construction.
The Ball Brothers Foundation just does a lot of positive public relations for ecoRehab. They talk about this project within the community and cite as an example of a great partnership between city, Ball State University, and private organizations to help do a lot of great work within the neighborhoods that need attention around the downtown area. Ball Brothers Foundation was able to provide us the funding to create this project, 522 South Garkey Street.
The foundation has benefited us in several ways, I think. They really helped us to define what our goals were very informally, in understanding what their goals are in terms of quality of place, in terms of investing in our communities, about partnering with education as well as physical projects in the neighborhoods.
You know, you always hear the word neighborhood revitalization. And I've heard that, I've used that term a lot. And Jonathan once said to me, I don't like to use the term revitalization, I like to use the term reinvesting in a neighborhood. And when you think about vitality, or the vitality of a neighborhood or of a community, that really rests with the people that live there. So when a homeowner comes into a place and they have pride in their personal space and in their public spaces, that's when vitality in a neighborhood occurs. It doesn't occur when you build beautiful buildings. You can build a whole neighborhood full of beautiful buildings or restore a neighborhood full of beautiful buildings. But until you have people there that are interested in the neighborhood and proud of where they live and proud of their neighborhoods, the vitality doesn't come. It comes from those people. So, of course, the products of this project are 4 houses, but it's not just about 4 houses. It's about 4 houses and the families that are going to eventually live in them or that already live in them. And then the transformations of the neighborhoods that happen as a result of that. So it doesn't just affect the families. It doesn't just, result in a house that's finished, but it really can change the feel and truly result in vitality in a neighborhood.